Hello everyone, it's Alex, and today I am going to break down how to make a trailer. Every filmmakers out there that want to really make their movie or project stand out. A bad film will look amazing in the trailer. A trailer is the first gate of a potential viewer to see what this movie will give him or her. Trailers are another category of editing. I edited countless stuff in my life. Trailers are one of the most demanding because you cannot give only information, because when you give information at one point, the eyes and the mind can get tired. A good trailer goes like this. It gives enough information, then there is a break, then it plays with the emotion. When you watch a trailer, everything fits to place. And after watching any trailer, you feel satisfied because it took you on a ride. Those are the three acts of a good trailer. You open up with a tease, enough information, the beginning, you hook them. Usually, yes, for example, in the Bollywood trailer that I edited, right after I stopped with the guys looking and we saw the body and she screamed, this was the hook. This was a promise to the viewer that keep watching, this thing is good. Then after the tease, act 2 of a trailer, this is where you give in the information. This is where you slowly introduce the characters, introduce the trailer, just like in my film's trailer. First part was teasing
the animals they are. We're going to eliminate them.
Then we go into what the story is all about, who are the characters, who are dealing with. We're explaining the story in a styled, cool way.
Join us. Join the Black Order.
The police, they're here for our safety. Act 3, I call it the bada boom, because usually Act 3, you just go nuts. This is mine! Save your biggest shots, your more impressive shots. Keep them in a trailer. Keep all your best shots for the third act. Because after teasing, the viewer wants to watch it. After giving the story now of the film, now the third act is the promise that it's worth the wild ride. And this is where you go, this is usually where studio throw their best shots. It goes fast, it goes boom, boom. You see action, and then title. You gradually put the viewer on a roller coaster. It goes up until it ends with the title. The beginning, it goes with teasing the story, small shots, then the second part, telling the story, second best shots with the story interesting, and the third one, this is the best part of the song of the trailer, the best part of the picture, the film actions and all that stuff. This is the best part of even some of the hidden story messages. Even though the movie looks cliche, they will still think that it's a great film. A stream of informations only will feel boring for the viewer and will actually feel like work for the viewer. To try to pay attention, you need to space out, and you want to space out those beats in style. The viewer receive a piece of information, then you have your style moment, your beat, piece of information, beat, so that way the viewer has a piece of information and a reward. A piece of information and a reward. A piece of information, a kind of a reward. Line, moment. Line, moment, line, moment. Piece of information, reward. Piece of information, reward. Or you can say piece of information, dopamine. Piece of information, dopamine. Let's take a look at the first 37 seconds of the Warcraft trailer.
For years.
For years. This is where just a piece of information has style to it.
For years. Our world has been at peace.
Other style moments are a little bit more engaging.
I can feel it. Dark forces are upon us.
Where we fade out from black to a burning village, then the sound effect, ding, and then we have a scream. And then we see our hero's knee going down on a skull with the beat. Those are a few of the key moments. Like when you make a trailer, whenever there is an action, whenever someone hits someone or there is a movement that can be an impact, you want to synchronize this with a sound design. You want to synchronize it with the sound effect, with the boom. And one of the most also powerful ways to introduce information is to play music, deliver information, have the beat go up, and you end that piece of information sequence on a movement or dialogue. This is another trailer that I edited for a Bollywood production, and you can then see the moment building up, and just right at the end, this look that this gentleman did gives you the what was that? Like you are hooked. When you interrupt the music so abrupt and it goes to silence, the viewer pay close attention to what's about to come. That's also another cool trick that you can also use in the trailer. Or you can also have the music just at the end, the last big important phrase someone will say, there was no music. They say the phrase and then boom. You want to deliver information in a way that it's not tiring. It's not too much. You need to give enough. So whenever you have the big music play, when the music stops, you gotta let the people rest and give them another powerful, shocking information. In this part, for example, what I did is show the body, because that actually shows the tones of the movie. You want to continue in the music, right? But just continuing the music with that woman laying down doesn't feel engaging. Coming back to what I said, you want to synchronize big moment, big impact with hits. In this one, I took a woman who discovered the body, who started screaming, right? So her movement of discovering the body went into a hit, a sound design hit that brought back the music and continued bigger. And this is where the flow of information is satisfying for the mind to process without being tiring. Another example of big impact moment is later on, few seconds after, in the trailer of World of Warcraft. You can see after what we saw, they gave us piece of information, then it went to a moment, but then moment, and all those impacts, those big impacts were also on the beat of the trailer. One of the most powerful and satisfying to the human mind is those moments when you synchronize in a trailer, when you synchronize, like I keep saying, movement of the films with sound design effects, and on the third layer also on the beat of the music. You get your viewer glued to watching. All those style moments does those things to the viewer. It keeps the viewer engaged, and it breaks the monotony of the exposition you're giving them about the film. Many trailer editors make the mistake to really misplace their shots and give a confusing look at the editing. Let me give you some editing tips to not get some messy, confusing shot. Number one, cause and effects. We all seen the classic punch into an explosion.
This is not what we do.
Again, like I say, video editing, it's really about satisfying the mind. If in one shot the actor punches, the next shot there is an explosion or someone falls, because it is natural for the eyes, right? It's not confusing. It flows perfectly. For example, a character looking up, the next shot you show a lightning, you show a plane, a mini story within the trailer with different shots. Number two, consider your focal point location. Your focal point location in the shot. If in the first frame, the first shot, the action is going from left to right, like in this one, someone punches from the left, he's falling in this direction on the right. The next shot, the next action has to happen with a movement that goes to the right.
Never seen that.
Any kind of movement. It doesn't have to be the same movement.
Never seen this before.
Anything else that go this way.
Never seen this before.
Now it's very satisfying. This is not always possible to do. Keep those in mind that whenever you can do it, do it. For example, in the Bollywood trailer that I edited, there was a woman that was falling on the ground. And guess what the next shot was? The next shot was a phone falling from above to the shot. So I'm gonna show it to you. So it's very seamless. And with that impact, with that sound, also perfectly matching. Making sure that the eyes also of the viewer are following the information. The eyes don't have to go like this and then, hey, what's going on there? What's going on there? Because there was so much you're throwing at them. It has to be like smooth. Next, consider shot grouping. In a trailer, you will have shots from different scenes. Try to, for example, group the shots from these scenes, and these scenes. Like some shots you will only use once, you group them, and you may use them only in the third act when you just throw whatever just to make it epic. Those small scenes create micro stories in your trailer. So you see, making a trailer is a lot, and every trailer is different. But there is fundamentals, key point that you can use. Put most of the keys that I give you in these videos in your trailer, in your story, merge it with what you want to tell, and you will have an epic trailer that get people to, wow, this looks epic. I need to watch this.